Hi everyone, my name is Lucy and this is Memory Keeper Journals. Today I wanted to craft and create these cute little paper clip holders, but this time around I want them to be like a tab from each of the pages of the journal. So maybe a couple of them just to give them a little bit of the design, but also can be the function of holding something. For example, these are ones that I made the last time and I did the ruffles like on the wrong side. So like if I were to put it on a page this way, the ruffle will be inside of the book, and I didn't want it like that. I want the ruffles to be on the outside of the book so it can be a decoration. So it could serve for two purposes: to actually make a tab on the page and to also hold ephemera or papers and whatnot. So let's go ahead and start working. Today I chose using Sam Pulley's shabby photographs, and I printed the small ones because I just didn't want them to be in your face kind of thing. I want them to actually pop out of the pages really cute. So that's what we're going to work on today. I also took out some of these paper clips, but what I really want to use are the small like silver kinds. And if you have old ones that are in your house, even if it has these little things, it doesn't matter, because even if it's colorful, because we're not going to see them, they're going to be behind the papers, and that's what we're going to work on today. So let's go ahead and start that. Okay, so this will also be a good way for us to use some scrap papers of whatever we have available. I know I have these pieces of cardstock that I have cut off for another project, so that's what we're going to use today. So you can use anything that you have. You can use paper, book pages, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to use my cardstock today, and then I'm going to cover it and decorate it, but I'll show you how. So I'm going to need my mat and put it here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them in half, and then I'm going to cut them in like 2 inches because these are not so big. Yeah, see, about 2 inches will be good. And then I can cut them to size to fit the picture. But in the meantime, I have an idea of what I want to do, so that's what I'm going to do. Cut them all out first, folded. So they look like a booklet like this. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do all the rest. Here I have them all, and this is what we're going to be using. So the rest of the papers, I can save them for some other project. Now what I'm going to do is decorate these, but we are going to put them to size first. What I was thinking was to leave some kind of space on the back, not too much. So let's see, if this is already 2 inches wide, let's see how can we put it as long. This already almost 3 inches. We could do 2.5 inches long. That would be more than enough. Okay, so now I will cut those for 2.5 inches long. So it'll be up to here, only because I would like to decorate the outside before we put the pictures. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for all of them. So 2.5 inches. So what I was thinking was to add a piece of fabric on this side like that, but I want it to overlap the paper so we can actually glue it or sew it together. And I think I'm going to sew it just to give it a little bit more of a interest, and then cut the excess. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do first. So this is what it looks like after I have already sewn the fabric onto the cardstock. It's like a little booklet. Now we're going to cover the inside with some coffee paper or any thin kind of paper. The inside will be smaller than the outside so that we can glue it on together. But before we do that, we put the paper clip on the paper first, and then we can glue it onto the cardstock. and then that way we can not see the paper clip. It'll be this way. But prior to that, because the paper clip is in here, I cannot sew the embellishment on the side. So the plan is to sew it just on the one side in the middle of the booklet. So where it folds, instead sew it right here, right? That's it. Just sew it right here, or it can be glued, it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna sew mine. So it ends up looking like this after I sew it. It's only on the one side, but not where the bend is of the booklet, so that it comes out like a little ruffle to the side, like that. I decided to add a little bit of the lace underneath it, only because it makes it look a little bit better and not so plain. And it's a little bit of shabby chic, kind of like a little booklet. And now we can add the picture here in a cute little sentiment, and it's just so cute. But first we're gonna distress it. But in the meantime, on the inside, we're not gonna put those first, we're gonna do that last. We will go ahead and add this and glue it onto the paper clip, and this will become the little bookmark on the page. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this, and we're gonna use some of this fabric tack. So first I'll put it here. Then I'll put the paper clip in. I'll fold it to make sure it stays in. I don't want to glue the paper shut, so I want to make sure the glue doesn't get stuck onto it. And then I'll add some more on this side. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick my bone folder in, just to make sure it doesn't get stuck to the other side with the glue. Like this. I just want to make sure it dries really well and then it gets stuck really good, because sometimes it doesn't, it stays apart if you don't mess with it. If you don't burnish it, really, it won't. It will just be like, it'll dry the glue, but then it won't be completely connected to it, and then you'll have a problem because it'll always get stuck. And if you have excess, you can always cut it off. I kind of push it in as well, because sometimes it comes off of the edge there. So I'm literally just making sure it is, now that there's no glue coming out, I can go ahead and do this. But it is already, you know, not connected, and it looks like, see the little edge here? I want to add a little bit of glue, so I'll just go ahead and use some of my PVA glue which is also a permanent glue, but I always have to clean a little bit of it first because the glue comes out kind of brown or something because of the needle, and I hate that because it'll ruin my paper. So I'll go ahead and put some of that glue in there. Make sure the ends are really well glued in. Don't mind my nails, they're pretty bad. I have not been able to do my nails in a while. And then put some on this edge here as well. And just gotta let it dry. We'll just hold it there for a minute. Okay. And there it is. Now we can decorate it with the polaroids and glue it onto it. We can use some of Natasha's little words. We can do that, but just I need something to make it cute. I know. I did mention earlier we could use handmade paper. That's what I have them for. So we can use that. So let me get a piece of handmade paper and do a few. I don't have that many because I use them all the time. So that means I have to get them some more. So I have some bits and pieces in here, so maybe I can grab some from in here. So a piece of this yellow one would be perfect. I just have to fix it a little bit. Yeah, that would be cute. Okay. So there it is. I think this is it. And where are my scissors? So we'll just use this, a little piece of this. Handmade paper. I use every bit of her handmade paper. It doesn't matter what. Like that. Maybe I need to also like that. And where's the word moments? Right there. That's cute. And that's what we're gonna do. Simple. Not too much. Because that's how I like it. I'll put these aside for now. And I will glue these together. First, see, that glue come out nasty. I don't like that. It's because of the needle. And now we glue this here. And then this will be glued with this. And because it's the one that I want to see, the shoes, I will put that one first, and in the back we'll add this one. And we can do different quotes in each, it doesn't matter. So we can do that too. We can put "be still" on this side. but we're also going to use a piece of the yellow that I still have here. So let's measure that first. It's so cute. Somebody's in the kitchen cooking. I'm sure you heard that. Every bit can be used. Now this looks a little bit lopsided, so I need to straighten it out because it'll drive me crazy. Okay. And now I'll go ahead and use whatever's left on this. And glue it onto this, onto the handmade paper. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm probably doing it all on my own over here, like if you guys can see what's going on, like always. Put it in here and distress the edges of this. Sorry if you hear that noise. In my house you can hear pretty much anything and everything. Oh, we gotta do the card too. The Polaroid. Okay. Glue this here, and then the glue is already seeping out of the bottle, like always. That's the only thing I don't like about this glue. It's very messy. Right there. Good thing I have an eraser for that. But I just want to make sure it's completely glued. How cute is that? Oh, how cute. So I took the mat because I don't want it to get dirty or anything like that, and I just can't. It'll drive me crazy. Anyway, this is one of the signatures. So I was thinking before revealing everything, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab like 3 pages and put it in here. And there is a tab. And like I showed you before, you can add a something, you know, in here, and it'll hold it as well, but it can also be a tab. Look how cute that looks. I love it. So I'm gonna add a few of those like that in the book, and it's just with different types of lace or pom-poms or whatever. You can't even see the pom-poms. Let me push it out. There. See? How cute is that? I love it. This is exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of them, and I'll probably print some more because I'm gonna need a lot more. And so yeah, so I'm gonna mask make all of these. So this is so that you guys can see what I'm working on right now. How cool is that? How cute. These are forget-me-nots, and it reminds me of Martina at Teal and Tattered. I haven't heard from her in a while, so it's kind of sad that I haven't heard from her. I hope she's okay, but I really wanted to share that because every time I see forget-me-nots, that's what I remember. And I learned a lot with her, and I appreciate her. So a lot of these things I know I got from her, and I also learned doing paperclip things like this with Natasha from Treasure Books a lot, because she always did a lot of those. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones, and we can do them together as well. I just didn't want to stay on here too long, so that you guys don't have a huge video. So we're gonna go ahead and begin. I just got a few more little pieces. Like this one, probably be about the same size, but I have to cut them to size, so I'm gonna have to get my mat back up here. So we are going to use the rest of this beautiful lace material, and this is from Pretty Paper Bits. I think it's from all of the parcels I buy from her, and she sends the most cutest things in pastel colors, and I love them so much. It's shabby, but it's a bit whimsical too, and that's definitely up my alley because I love that style. So let me get that board again and cut these out. I'm getting a little chilly here because I have the air on, but if I turn it off, it gets too hot. So I have to put on a sweater. I always keep this little sweater in here just so I can work. Okay. Now, what size did I do this one? It was 2.5 by 2. That's right. But this one cannot be 2.5. It's gonna have to be a little bit less because it's gonna go on the inside. So I got them all done, but I'm not sure if the length is long enough. Some of them came out small and some of them came out a little bit bigger. See? So that's okay. Just to try it out. We'll try, let's see, a different material for this one. It's too small pieces, so I need a little bit bigger pieces. Let's see, for example, I have a whole bunch of little pieces from that I purchased from Flushy May as well. So let's see what I can do. This one is like a triangle piece. Love this material, it's pretty. The design on it. You can also use this one. That would match perfect with that light blue, I think. Yep. And we can use this one. I thought I was using this one originally, but it wasn't. But that's okay. We can do this one, and it's got a little bit of yellow, so I like that. So we'll take this and glue it to it. Let's do that. Because it's easier to sew after you have already glued the the fabric onto it, we can do that. And then we'll sew all over it, and then maybe I can take you to the machine so you can see what I mean, but I'll show you what I did first. It's like covering a book board. That's basically what I do with this. I smoosh it really good because I don't want it to seep through the material. And then I will do this right here. I didn't really show you exactly what I did the last time, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it through here. Actually, you know what, I can use my rotary so that it's completely straight, so I'll leave a few inches like small there, and then I'll cut a bit of this side. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me see. Yeah. And then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna even this side a little bit more because it's lopsided there. Perfect. And now I'll cut the edges of it. I know, it looks like it's a tedious thing to do, but I just love to do the little details, which is fine with me. I don't mind doing that at all. Now we'll glue the little sides first. This glue, I don't know if I really like it so much. But it does help a lot because it works perfectly with fabric if you don't want to sew at the moment. So like I can do this continuously like that. Oh, there goes my dogs. I have to calm them down. They bark at everything. Might have to close my door, but then you will hear them crying for me to let them in. They're never happy. They want to be out there or they want to be in here. They just don't want me to close the door. They're a character, let me tell you. All right, and we can glue this side and it's done. So now, like I did before, I take it to the sewing machine and sew around it. You don't have to do that. You can just leave it like that because it has the glue. And you can start immediately decorating and adding the other piece of the paper on the inside with the paper clip. So let's see if one of these fit. It does perfectly. So I'll put the paper clip here. But I want to sew around it, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so I sewed this one, so we're gonna leave this one here, and we're gonna do another one. Try this one. Let's see if it's enough. I think it is. It's pretty close, but I think we can do it. So let's go ahead and do this one. It's only 5, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands. I'll be right back and we'll add all of the material on it. Okay, so now I have them all sewn, right? I just use white, but we can actually use different colors of thread and it would look so cute too. There's so many things I can do. I've been getting ideas just as I'm working on this on how I can make it different next time. So I mean, anything it could be different. I could just use some pretty papers from the wallpapers that from Ruby and Pearl. Oh my gosh, they would look so adorable. I would do those. Even Sampuli has some cute digitals that we can use. But I'm using, the ones that I'm using right now are different. Are from, I think the digitals I'm using are from Angela Kerr. And I'm also using, of course, Martina's from Teal and Tattered. And she's one of my favorites. And then I have, who's the other one I have? All Tailor Made. I use all hers all the time. So I just wanted to get rid of all of those little bits of string. So now we can glue the inside. So we're just gonna use regular of my PVA glue, and we're gonna go ahead and cover these in the back like this after we put the paper clip on it. So we'll grab some of these. So like I said, it doesn't matter which kind so long as it works. So I'm just gonna add that one. I mean, I think it's thick, but it works. Let me see. It works really good. Oh, it's pretty tight. I like that. Because that one, for some reason, when I did the other one, it's not that tight. So let's hope that that one stays on. I'm going to try them both. So we'll see how that works. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. Is this one the one that fit here? Maybe it's this one fits here. I like that. We'll use this one here, like this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the glue on here. Oh wait, it's not gonna work if I don't open it right. Here we go again. Dirty my hands. And I'm like getting hot and getting cold, getting hot, getting cold. The air is on again. Now I'm getting cold again. It's never a happy medium. So I don't want to do the edge too much because it'll eventually go there. So just want to make sure it doesn't go seep out the glue. There's my bone folder. I put it here somewhere. I push it through just to make sure that it goes all the way to the end. Oh no, dang it. I didn't want to get my hands full of glue again. Oh, there we go. So I don't want the material to get dirty, so okay, let's do this again. Make sure it stays down. I'll put a little bit on this side now. And I can spread it out. goodness. I'm gonna do this first. That way it glues in the middle. And then once it's done, I can go back in with the bone folder. I'm getting the hang of it. I just don't want it to get stuck to the other side, you know? Then we can't even get in there. So, but at least this way I can go back in and add in the corners. Like that. I think this side is good. Looks like that side is good. And this side is good. So that's done. Now we're gonna let it dry and then we'll decorate. It's like a little book. So cute. We can even make it smaller if that. But I think it's cute to have a couple of these, even if it's 3, one for each signature, right? And they can be used for anything else. Anything else. Okay, so here we are. Look how cute they look. The laces. I love the way they came out. Cute. Oh my goodness, I just love it. I love this one because it looks like a vintage hairpin, like back in the day. Love the polka dot. So cute. Just matches perfect with it. So this is what I have, guys. I think you are going to love these. If you make them, let me know. Just tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. And I hope that you actually enjoyed this video today as much as I did. But I first want to show you how it looks in the journal before I leave, because I want you to see what it looks like. So this is one of the spring journals that I'm working on. So I'm going to put it on one of the pages and show you what my vision was, just to have it as like a bookmark or like a tab in the journal, and then you can see it from the side. Look how cute this looks. Isn't that pretty? It just changes the whole thing. It's so cute, and it's not connected to the page, so this way you have a lot more space for writing or decorating yourself, and you can take it off and use it in your books that you're reading or anything else. So I think that's adorable. Look at this one with the little pom-poms. I love it.
And I'm doing a voiceover because at the end of the video, because of the dogs and everything. So look at that. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So they don't necessarily will go in this specific book, but I am making a lot more. So each and every one of them will have something different. But look at this one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this one is cute. It needed more like a sturdy page because this one is a little heavier because of the embellishment on the end. It looks like a hair piece. That's what my daughter was saying. That looks like a vintage hairpin from back in the day. I love it. How cute is that? So, okay. I just hope that you guys enjoyed it, and this is the end of the video now. So we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to watch the other video that I have added at the bottom in creating those matchbooks. So I'll see you on the next one.